Roast Beef and Jelly.
What's up, everybody? This is Roast Beef and Jelly, and I am Retro.
And I am Barbie.
And we do apologize for the absence that we have had this week. Actually, I was pretty sick.
Dying sick.
I was dead.
Horribly sick.
But I'm back from the dead, and we are back and ready to give you some more Roast Beef and Jelly this week. So this week on Roast Beef and Jelly, we do have a few topics. We have the Super Bowl, the Cavs, trade, new trailers, and we're going to also talk about a new show called Altered Carbon. So make sure you stay tuned to listen to all those topics. Now, Barbie, we're going to start off with the Super Bowl. So what did you enjoy about the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl to me was very entertaining, and that's really it. It was just an entertaining, that's a good way to sum up. It was an entertaining Super Bowl. It wasn't, like, it was some crazy moments, but it was just very entertaining.
The game itself.
Yes, the game itself. The whole experience with the halftime show. Well, halftime show was like...
Oh, we're going to get into that.
Yeah, the halftime show was magnificent.
Yeah.
It was amazing, okay. But the game itself was... It was a good game. Both teams played very offensively. Not a lot of defense out here.
What did you say during the game? It was a college game.
Yeah, it was a college game. There's no defense going on, okay? And really, look, there was one decision ultimately won the game for the Eagles, and that was the sack on Tom Brady with like 2 minutes left or something like that.
Oh my gosh!
And that was it.
He got sacked and he fumbled
It took
the
it
ball.
one time. They did not pressure Tom Brady the whole time until
game.
then, and then boom, that changed the course of the game. So
I mean, I did not want the Eagles to win, but they won, and you know I'm gonna give it to them. They had a good year. They had a really amazing season. Now they can celebrate with whatever city they have left over.
this was like a miracle year for this was like a miracle year. Okay, you have your backup quarterback playing an outstanding final game. Okay, and it's just let's just say, who would have thought that a backup quarterback would have beaten Tom Brady?
How many touchdowns did he have?
Nick Foles?
Yeah.
I think he had, let's see, Nick Foles had 3 touchdowns, 373 yards, and he was 28 for 43 out of completions. Brady had 500 yards and 3 touchdowns. So,
you know, Brady's the man, but he could not pull this out this year. I mean, maybe next year.
Probably. Who knows?
He's the champ. But we're going to give it to the Eagles. The Eagles did their thing this year, and I really want to check them out next year to see what they have to offer. I really want to see what a lot of teams have to offer next year because this was a great season in general, not just for the Eagles, not just for the Patriots, but for pretty much all of Super Bowl. And this is going back to even the national anthem, to when they were, taking a kneel. I mean,
it's been a long football season.
It has. It's been a
long football season. Like, normally people don't say that. People say it's too short. It has been a long football season. So,
but it's been good. It's been entertaining, and that's what pretty much football is about. Now what we're gonna do also now is talk about JT. That halftime performance.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. If you grew up with JT's music, that halftime show was amazing because it was literally a mini Justin Timberlake concert where he played all of his hits, but he took some risk. He switched it up. A lot of people didn't like the Prince thing.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like.
Because I found out that the reason why I found out is because apparently back in the day, Prince and JT had some beef.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know I forgot what it was over.
Maybe he was just trying to wrap up the beef and let him know, just let everybody know I'm not beefing with him.
Yeah, but then Prince specifically said, I think it's whack when people do like holograms and performances with artists.
It wasn't necessarily a hologram.
Okay, well, they do one of them little ghost
I got you.
duets or whatever I don't know what you call them, okay? But so yeah, Prince specifically said that he hated that, and it was good. I liked it. It was a good performance, but if you don't like that stuff, then you're probably not gonna like it, whether it was good or bad performance, no matter what. So
it was a great performance.
But other than that, yeah, I loved it.
We enjoyed it here because we were screaming, and man,
it was emotional.
It was very emotional.
It was.
What? He played Cry Me a River. That's my song. That's my jam. Not only that, Senorita. Oh, man. Don't even get me started on the JT halftime show. It was great, and all those haters are just going to hate. Now, also, we're going to talk about the commercials. The commercials were actually okay. They weren't all that this year.
They weren't like I don't remember a specific commercial other than the French one, the Old Spice French one.
Oh, see, I don't even remember that one.
So it was like literally the whole they were just like this whole little mini story about this French love triangle with the whole village. It was weird.
Oh, I do remember that commercial.
No lick of English was spoken.
But I actually have two that I actually enjoyed this year. I enjoyed the Alexa Lost Her Voice with Cardi B.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. Shout out to Cardi B getting a check.
They still dropping Cardi B Alexa commercials, and I watch them. They're hilarious.
She got the check. She
making more than Offset.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think so.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Nah, because if you think about it, look, maybe, but look, Cardi B,
Quavo level, fam.
Look, okay, that's the thing though. Cardi B has some hot hits right now, and they're really doing well. But you got to think she doesn't have as much complete, I guess
status.
Yeah, she doesn't have that much I guess her track record, her album. She doesn't put out as much as the Migos have. Okay, so if you have more songs, then you have more opportunities to make more money, and you're still getting royalty, all that shit about it. So I think that Cardi B's up there. She's making tons of money. I mean, they buying elaborate gifts for each other. When you can just ball out on, I just don't understand. I wish.
Hey, I mean, Cardi B, she doing her thing. I mean, another commercial that I enjoyed was the Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman commercial with Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott.
That
the Doritos and
that was
Mountain Dew commercial. Yeah. That was actually really good.
That's good.
I enjoyed that one as well. Just it wasn't really too many great commercials this year. So I mean, it was all right. We had some good trailers, but we'll get to trailers and stuff later. Now, what about that crazy Cavs trade though?
Yeah, crazy, insane.
Have you seen all these gifs and memes of LeBron?
Yeah. It's great.
The whole team is gone.
So if you live under a rock and you haven't heard about this monumental trade that happened in the NBA, okay, you had the Cleveland Cavaliers trading Isaiah Thomas, and Channing Frye, and their first round pick to the Los Angeles Lakers for Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., and that's it. Look, a lot of people saw this as a shock, but this is what I feel like the Cavs are trying to do. They're trying to win.
They're trying to win. They don't need big names. They just need good talent.
They had, for the first half of the season, or almost first half of the season, okay, they tried a new experiment, okay? They had Derrick Rose, all right? LeBron, D-Wade, okay? It was an experiment, all right?
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. So this is them trying. We can't really blame Isaiah Thomas for this because he was injured. But I feel like
his memes are great.
Oh yeah, his is great. It's but it's just I think I don't know who's the winner really because it's I want to say the Lakers are the winner.
The Lakers, they came out.
Because look, I'm a Isaiah Thomas fan. Okay, I feel like
Bro, they've been calling him Mini-Me on the internet.
Bro, that's just because they were doing that because there's not highlights of him. Wait till he gets some highlights, bro. No one's going to be talking about that. They're going to be whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right? That's what they're going to be doing, all right?
That's
they don't no one cares about memes when you dunking on people. How many memes are there on Russell Westbrook? None. Because he's dunking on people.
I see.
Or Giannis, the Greek freak or whatever.
I see Russ make interviewers answer his questions.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's serious out here in these streets.
I mean, you got to think, though, he did that other interview when he was someone asked him something, and he was like, what?
Was that recent?
No, this has been a thing.
He's very sarcastic in his interviews.
It's
man.
great.
He has plenty of interviews.
It's great.
Y'all should check out Russell. Now, we also have some new trailers that dropped this week. I mean, speaking of entertainment, we got some crazy ass trailers that dropped. One, I'm gonna take control of the wheel on this one. One, we have the Han Solo trailer that just dropped with Donald Glover. And I mean, Alden Ettridge, no one really cares about him. Woody Harrelson's in it. You also have Emily Clark, gonna star in it as well. I mean, just everything about this movie sounds appealing, and they're gonna show the Kelso run. They're gonna show how Han met Chewie. They're gonna show how Han and Lando gambled to win the Millennium Falcon, and they're gonna show a heist, I believe, in this movie. I mean, you don't understand how excited I am to check out this Han Solo movie, and a lot of people are already shitting on it. Also, I love Ron Howard, and they got Ron Howard back in this movie, although he had to come in and fix it mid-movie.
Who's shitting on it?
A lot of people were shitting on Han Solo movie. Before it even came out, they were like, I don't want to see a Han Solo movie.
Oh, when it was just the simple idea. See, that's different.
But no, it's still to this day. People were like, I don't like the trailer. It looks so dumb.
Oh, well, they whack, and their opinions don't matter, so it don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, why? First of all, people get so butthurt about Star Wars. Here's the thing. Look, not all Star Wars movies are great. I have a Star Wars movie that I hate the most, which is Attack of the Clones. It's a really horrible movie. But I still love Star Wars. But I don't get so mad at Star Wars that I just disown certain things. But
that's the Star Wars community, okay? I feel like Star Wars community, they have, I don't want to say they have so little, but as in I guess comparison to maybe if you had the Star Wars universe compared to the DC universe, I feel like Star Wars has not less content or whatever, but just I feel like DC is more, and I feel like Star Wars, I don't know.
Well, Star Wars, before Disney bought Star Wars had their own collective line of comic books and books that come out. They still have books that come out with the movies, but these fans built their world around these comics and these books that were given to us when we weren't having any of the originals or the prequels being made.
True.
So the world building built off of these comics and these books. And now that Disney bought Star Wars, now people are upset because Disney's dropping. They're like, hey, your books and your comics aren't canon anymore. We don't really care. So now we're going to tell you our story, which I kind of understand. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, that's messed up. But we don't own Star Wars. George Lucas and Disney owns it. And whatever they spit out to us is what we're going to get. Yes, I can disagree with it. But it's the progression of the story regardless.
True.
Which is very true. I mean, I get so invested. I love Star Wars. That's just how I feel. I know you're not really into it.
It looks good. No, it looks good. I'm a new Star Wars fan. I like I like prequel. I like all of the prequel. Not all of the prequel. Kind of.
Attack of the Clones sucks.
Yeah, it does, but I still like it. I like all the prequels, okay? And then I'm just a new-ish. I feel like the way that Star Wars is going right now is it's at a bit. Look, I understand this controversy, but I hate the old ones, okay?
It's evolving.
Yeah, and I feel
evolution.
like the look of it is good. I like it. I like how it looks. I like how it's fit. It's just, I don't know. It's a very attractive way of filming right now. It's very, It's very...
I get where you understand. I get where you're coming from. But speaking of a whole nother attractive way of filming, did you check out that Deadpool trailer?
Deadpool trailer looks dope.
And I'm not really that big of a Deadpool fan.
I like Deadpool, but I feel look, and I know this is kind of the whole oh, I don't want my favorite rapper to blow up because then everyone's going to like him and stuff like that.
That's one of those moments.
But it's one of those moments. It's like that, but I don't know. Really, I'm more excited for Cable because I feel like Cable is a very, especially if they're trying to do a third movie or just more or different.
Well, he signed for 5.
Who?
But with Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay.
But because Disney may be buying Fox, we're not 100% sure what that deal entitles.
Who blocks trade from Disney? Someone should block Disney.
They might.
Someone needs where's the revenue? Isn't that monopolizing? You can't do that.
Well, see, Disney actually found their way around the monopolization of things. What Disney actually did was they're only going to buy Fox's entertainment. They're not going to buy their sports or their news station. So what they're only going to do is buy their entertainment. So it's not technically monopolizing. You see what I'm saying?
If you
Fox
buy
is still around.
If you buy their entertainment department of every company that has an entertainment department, that is monopolizing.
But they're not fully taking on the name Fox. They're not taking Fox away from everybody. Fox will still be on. We'll still get Fox Broadcasting. But I don't know. I don't know if that does make sense. Since they're buying entertainment and television, does that mean that they buy Empire and Gotham and all those other shows? Like, that's actually a really good question. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, see?
Thanks, Barbie, for bringing that up.
See?
Well, someone that's a little bit more badass than Deadpool, in our opinion. And here's the thing. I hate Spider-Man. But Venom? Tom Hardy playing Venom is going to be one of the best anti-hero movies probably of all time.
I'm not a Spider-Man fan, but Venom is dope, and I'm excited. I support Tom Hardy in any movie he's in, anything he does. Everything he does is amazing. Taboo, amazing. Some people haven't watched as much as it should be watched.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders, okay.
Inception
was good. Even
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Even with his messed up.
And there's that one movie, I always forget the name of it. It's with him and I think it's with James Gandolfini from Sopranos.
You know what I'm talking about? It's not The Town. That's the Ben Affleck movie. Man.
I can't think
I
of
know
it.
what movie you're talking about.
It's a good movie, though. It's good.
Is it The Corner?
Nah. It's like, it's something.
I know. Yeah. I can see it in my... Bro.
'Cause he has the puppy.
I know what you're talking about, man.
No, it's a... Let's just say everything he's done is good, and I'm excited about Venom.
You got Riz Ahmed playing the villain. You know what the plot line is, right? They're doing the Planet of the Symbiotes where the plane crashes from outer space and all the different symbiotes come out. Yeah. So we don't know if they're going to get all of the symbiotes like Screech and Shrek and all that, but Shriek, I'm sorry. But there will be some extra symbiotes. There won't just be Venom in this movie. Venom will be taking down other symbiotes. Carnage. I don't want Carnage. I
don't want Carnage in this movie. I think maybe if they had a hint.
I want Riz Ahmed to turn into Carnage, but he's not playing Carnage's character. He's playing... I can't remember his name off the top of my head because I'm not really Marvel associated. But he does... I do know he runs the symbiote program, and he's pretty much the one behind of the Planet of the Symbiotes. So they're going to go with that storyline, which I'm excited about. Now, we also, for Marvel, have to check out the Infinity War. I mean, now, also, you know that this Venom movie isn't necessarily connected to the Infinity War, but Tom Holland will be making an appearance to make the Venom movie more real.
Did you see that little photo they did? It was a little video.
The 10 year anniversary.
And it was all of them.
Not trying to be lame, but honestly, that was one of the greatest moments I think I've seen. Like I said, I'm anti-Marvel, but look at all that talent that was in that room.
There was a lot.
There was some beautiful talent in that room.
Yeah, a lot of people that from a lot of things.
Did you see, there was a picture of Robert Downey Jr., Benedict Cumberbatch, Stan Lee, and Mark Ruffalo, I believe, all standing in a circle talking, and they were like, I bet you that's the most interesting conversation of all times.
Probably.
Like, seriously. Like,
probably.
That was pretty cool. I mean,
was that before or after? Like, do you think that was filmed before Stan Lee had his little heart? Probably before.
Yeah, because it showed if you watch the full video, they filmed that actually September of last year. They just they weren't able to post it until they... Yeah. No, it was a marketing thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It was
it was good, but it was a marketing thing.
Yeah, exactly.
No one was like, "Oh, we need to get this together." And they were like, "Nah." Some executives were like, "Look, this is gonna get people emotional. They're gonna be excited. They're gonna be like, oh, who of my favorite people are gonna die?" Stuff like that. Look.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk because Marvel's not gonna kill it. We're not gonna because I heard something, but we're not gonna talk about it and we're not gonna get into it. But now I want to talk about DC. We're done talking about Marvel. Let's talk about DC.
A wild card.
Yeah.
Coming at you live. Breaking news. A wild card director.
Michael Bay.
For Lobo. And look. Lobo is one of the dopest characters of all time. Just a through and through badass
bounty hunter. That's really what it is. He's a badass bounty hunter. And he's low-key, to me... He's not better than Deadpool, but he has more. He
has a charisma, he has a very. I think he has an attractive what, like, I guess, like, how they write him and how
How he comes
created,
off. He's like this charismatic alien.
Yeah, very
bounty hunts around the world. Well, not the world,
charismatic.
but the
Yeah, but
universe.
very cynical, charismatic. But
God!
It's like one of the evil guys that you'd be like, I would want to work for him. You know,
that's very true. He's not really evil. He just
he's just a bounty hunter, bro. He's in the middle. He's in the
middle. But he killed everybody on his planet when he was born. So.
Yeah, but that wasn't that was in the past.
That was the past.
Always,
the doctor did it.
Always forward.
Always forward. I mean, I'm not too excited to see Michael Bay direct the Lobo movie. I really don't like Michael Bay. One thing I do like about Michael Bay is probably Bad Boys 1. And maybe Transformers 1. I can actually go back and enjoy that movie.
Yeah, look, Transformers 1 was when we were in high school.
No, middle school. Middle school. Maybe close to elementary.
Yeah, okay. It was a while ago, okay? And the first Transformers was great. Look, that was the first time everyone saw Megan Fox. Megan Fox took the world by storm, okay?
Yeah, but that's Michael Bay. So if we watch Lobo, which is cool, and I understand it goes with Lobo, it's just going to be girls in bikinis and explosions. I need more than that with my superhero movies nowadays.
Look, the thing that Michael Bay needs to get right is how Lobo looks. That's a very important thing, because if you have I'm tired of these, like, just garbage costumes and
like
looks.
CG.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Can we just have some simple comic book-esque, like, I don't know, not like realism, but just like make it closer, because sometimes you try to make these, like, you have to be like, oh, this character was green, and so you put like green horns. No, I need more than that. I need actual what they look like, or closer.
But you gotta think, some costumes from back in the day, they take place from the early 50s, early 70s.
I understand that, so you have
those costumes come to life are gonna.
I understand that you have to, like, make them look good, okay, but all right, I feel like there's ways you could do it. But also, Michael Bay may not stay the director, especially nowadays with how many times movies are switching directors.
Directors like crazy. They only offered him, I believe, not him, but the movie itself.
The budget?
I could be wrong. Yeah, it's somewhere. I think it's $200 million. I could be wrong.
$200 million,
and he's pissed off about that.
$200 million.
He wants more. Not him, but for the budget of the movie.
Yeah,
he wants more.
I'd be so mad if Michael Bay, like, asked for another $100 million and then, like, needed another $100 million, and I would be like, nah, fam.
Can you fund it yourself?
Yeah.
I've seen your shitty Transformer movies, and I know you have the money.
Yeah, I know you got tons of. I wonder what's, like, the net worth of, like, Michael Bay?
I don't really care.
I'm gonna find out, but.
But I mean, like, also, man, DC has some other crazy things they got going through right now. I mean, they're also talking about having Joaquin Phoenix come in and play the Joker in a standalone movie. They're trying to excommunicado Jared Leto, because I don't believe Jared Leto is coming back.
I think they took a risk with, Jared Leto, and
it wasn't his fault. David Ayer was definitely the reason to why Jared Leto didn't stay as the Joker, because, I mean, David Ayer, I like the Suicide Squad, the extended version.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the theatrical version. Exactly. It was good when we saw it.
Suicide Squad, I don't know. I feel like
it's good in its own taste. Like, don't associate it with the DC movies. Although it's a DC movie.
Well, no, I don't associate it with it. I don't associate it with it.
It's really not connected, but connected in, like, a very small, minuscule way. But it's like, they're trying to write it off. And it was actually a good cast, and I enjoyed it. I don't know. I don't want Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, like, at all.
But I think Joaquin Phoenix would, like, be an interesting choice. He might go crazy.
Yeah, he's very
intense,
just like Jared Leto is.
Yeah, but I feel like, look, Joaquin Phoenix can go crazy like no other man. Like, I feel like he's on the same level as, like, Mel Gibson crazy.
Oh yeah, but he's a rapper too.
Exactly, and you down the fact that he won't go crazy. Nah,
anybody that plays the Joker, not anybody, but there's a lot of rumors that say if you play the Joker, there's the Joker curse.
Yes.
So you get Jack Nicholson in the mental institution. You got Mark Hamill wanting to back away from the Joker role because he felt it dragged him down at home with his family. And you also have Heath Ledger who recently not just passed away, but his anniversary just actually
came around, yeah.
So, I
R.I.P.
mean, there's... R.I.P. Heath Ledger.
A Knight's Tale, never forget.
Yo, one of his best movie. Everybody's like, The Joker.
And 10 Things I Hate About You. I had to like 10 Things I Hate About You.
Fam.
10 Things I Hate About You is one of the greatest.
And I don't even like chick flicks.
Yeah, I don't. But 10 Things I Hate About You is one of the solid ones. It was definitely. But
it was really good. Now, speaking of really good, because 10 Things I Hate About You was actually a TV show. But let's talk about new TV shows that Netflix just dropped, and we're gonna talk about Altered Carbon.
It's dope. It has look. The idea is amazing. I love the universe that they created and how they created it, and the certain features about it. But I feel like I don't know. I'm like halfway through almost. Actually, I'm more than halfway through.
You're invested because you didn't even finish Westworld, and if you are almost through with this,
Westworld is so boring.
No, it is.
It's so boring.
It's not. It's really good. It's a really good show.
Have you rewatched it since you watched it the first time? And will you be rewatching it soon?
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that?
Because that is
No, I'm gonna rewatch it before season 2 comes out, definitely. But I haven't had time to rewatch it.
Look,
there's been a lot of things that's been on and out recently.
No, I understand. There's not a lot of time nowadays to have a chill
show to watch.
Yeah,
because
there used to be a time where there was nothing to watch, and now there is almost too much.
Even movies.
Yeah, there's always stuff coming out. Like back in the day, like I feel like I don't know. There's a lot of time you'd have like a dead season, like an off season, depending on you know.
Yo, no, you're not wrong. Like I used to always have a schedule.
Yes, it was like
now my schedule's so jumbled.
Crazy.
I don't know what to do with my life.
And then you miss shows because you just like have focused on so much
other stuff.
But it's also a good thing because that means your deadlines come faster, So or like the release dates come faster. So it's like you have so much stuff to occupy your time with. You don't have to be stuck watching reruns.
And you can binge stuff and all kind of other stream it. It's just getting to the point where it's too much. But I mean, like,
technology.
I'm surprised you sat down to start to. Speaking of technology, I'm glad you sat down to watch Altered Carbon. This show is crazy. One of the greatest sci-fi, not the greatest sci-fi, but one of the greatest sci-fi shows I've ever seen.
The idea is there. I need to finish it to see how they end it. But isn't it based off a book series, right?
Yes, I believe there's 6 or 7 books, and there's probably going to be... They weren't sure if they were going to get a season 2, but they are.
Oh, it's already confirmed?
It's already confirmed for a season 2. So, I feel like
that's a minimum
5
now.
seasons.
I feel like if you have a show and it only goes 1 season, you can get your shit together.
Inhumans.
They didn't even make it a full season?
I
think it got cut.
They got cut, but I believe they dropped a few episodes on the air.
Okay.
And I saw a trailer for one day, but that was the only one I saw.
I said, yeah, they really tried to push it, but it just was not.
Just dead. It was just, I paid to see that movie. It was horrible. Why did I even do that?
I
don't know. I tried. I love the Inhumans, but But Altered Carbon, I mean, if you don't know what it is, Altered Carbon is this sci-fi, futuristic, not post-apocalyptic, but...
it's in the future.
It's a very futuristic sci-fi where we are downloaded, our subconscious is downloaded into this chip, and we call our body sleeves. I can't really dig into the show. I mean, it's just so much layered onto the show.
There's a lot to describe.
It's like an onion, man.
Yeah, it's
so many layers.
There is. It's like every episode you get left on a cliffhanger. And it's kind of like, it's not the fact that, like, it's a good show, but it's not the fact that, like, it's, like, overwhelming amazing that you want to watch it. Yeah. It's the fact that, like, there's so many cliffhangers that, like, you're just like, okay, like, I need to watch.
To finish it.
I hate, because sometimes in some shows, it's like, okay, you had a, like an episode, but it wasn't really, like, a cliffhanger per se. It was more of just, like, a normal... I guess a filler episode, but Altered Carbon...
They didn't really have filler episodes.
Yeah, you have Altered Carbon. You think you're at the bottom, and it's like, nah, you're not even close. Like so.
Yo, Altered Carbon is one of the greatest sci-fi shows I've ever seen. It's like a mix of Doctor Who, Demolition Man, Blade Runner. Yeah. I mean, any sci-fi movie you can really think about. I mean, it is so... Black Mirror. It's like a 10 episode Black Mirror episode. Yeah. And it's not even Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of people compare it to... I've heard a lot of comparisons to Black Mirror.
Yeah.
So
because the world they live in is so futuristic. It's not just the fact that we can download our subconscious and switch bodies. I mean, they have blaster weapons, they have cars, they have holograms, they have cameras and contacts.
It's a whole universe.
It's a whole universe. Yeah,
they created a whole like a lot. I feel like a lot of like show or not shows, but just like I guess like maybe like as compared to like a Black Mirror episode, maybe it may not go as in depth. Like maybe you have this universe in Black Mirror, like, but it's not, you can't go into much depth because you're constricted or whatever.
But you also have to understand that when they show you the world in Altered Carbon, it's pretty much already established. They don't have to explain any technology but the stacks to you. All the other technology,
it's somewhat understandable. Yeah,
it's already there.
Yeah.
You've seen this in other sci-fi shows. This world is established. We do not have to dig into this.
It's like a mix of all futuristic sci-fi worlds
that you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Everybody should check out Altered Carbon Season 1. It is on Netflix. I actually binged it all in one day, but I am watching it with Barbie at this point. I think we're actually about to continue and finish our episode now. That way he can go ahead and get to it.
Hopefully. And I'll give you a full summary.
On the next show.
On the next show. So
check us out next week on Roast Beef and Jelly. My name is Retro.
My name is Barbie.
And we'll check you guys later.
Deuces.
Roast Beef and Jelly.